Welcome, everybody. This is episode 51 of Ancient Goddess. We have a few guests in the house tonight. 3 powerful psychic mediums. One of them I've shared a womb with. The other two, are friends of hers that I've met from Padre Island. And we are traveling right now to a location that has been a very close place to mine and my sister's heart since we were children. We were always fascinated by a phenomenon that took place there repeatedly. Fuck, I'm gonna cry. Fuck it. We had our own personal experiences out here with paranormal activity, and we're gonna go and visit this place. The guests from Padre Island, they are not from this area. They do not know any information whatsoever. And the information is buried in the records of the city of Groves and other fucking counties in this local area. They know the stories that have been told. And we're going to go see what William can channel through his own psychic abilities and how that lines up with the stories that were told locally by authorities, police, whatever. We're just going to open up the channel and he's going to do it. And we're really excited to have everybody here. I'd like to welcome William. William, can you say hey?
Hey, nice to meet you guys.
We've got another camera going in the car right now because we're seriously having an experience. And
look at that Indian statue. That is so cute.
I mean, Port Neches is the mascot is an Indian.
Love it.
Yes. A long time ago in the city of Port Arthur, there's a museum, right? It's called the Museum of the Gulf Coast, and it shows pictures of what this area used to look like before industry settled here. It's really sad.
What are you going to say, William?
Just something interesting about myself. I was born in Austin, grew up around Houston, and I don't even remember the name of the place we're going. If you've mentioned it before, I don't know anything about it. It's just kind of funny. I do have relatives on my dad's side that live in Orange, Texas, which is like, 5 minutes away from Groves. So it's interesting. Looking forward to see what we pick up.
Tara, that's an ambulance. Yep, there it goes.
It says Arcadia.
I've heard like 20 of those today. It's been a very active day today. Tara is going to hold the camera for us. She's going to sit it out this time. She is our special little, I don't know how to describe you.
You don't have to.
Which is great, right? I hate being described.
No, that's cool.
And then, Zanaya. Yeah. This was her fucking idea. She pieced this whole fucking thing together. And, what is your main objective here?
My main objective is that the truth be told.
Facts.
Yep. I just want the truth to be exposed.
Do you have any expectations?
That the truth is going to be exposed.
Simple and to the point.
Yeah.
And always right.
Yep.
So, Zanaya, can I just say the name of where we're going? No. Okay.
Gives away.
Okay. Oh wow, we're gonna do. This is gonna be hardcore.
I'm excited to see what William channels and Alethea and just everybody, because I'm just really pregnant and I'm just here to see my friends have an experience and watch them. It's rare when I ever get to watch other people do anything. I'm not really around it a lot, and just meeting Alethea has been really nice to have some like-minded friends and, other professionals, and so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, Zanaya also goes by Alethea. Alethea was my birth name.
Expose that, sorry.
That's okay. It's all good. Alethea actually means child of truth, so there is some power in that name.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I just wanted to say Tara's the one that I learned most of the psychic medium skills from. She's just pulling the 8.5 month pregnant card right now. And then if you want to check out our stuff, it's Astral Visions on Facebook. She's been running that for many years. I'm just happy to be here with her.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's my fiance.
Yep.
Okay, so y'all just bear with. I'm gonna have to make sure I'm going in the proper direction because I kind of took a different route. It's okay. I can still get us there. Just bear with me. My podcast can run. I've actually upgraded it. It can run like up to 2 hours now.
Awesome.
Used to, I only had like fucking 45 minutes.
That's just enough to get good and warm.
Oh, I mean, when you're on a roll, I've had so many freaking rants and I have said so much shit on my podcast. It's not even funny. Wait till I talk about my latest episode. I guess I'll have to update y'all, but my fucking Twitter account got permanently suspended today for whatever. They didn't even give me any evidence or provide me with an email from anything that was found and reported offensive, so I just couldn't get on it. We'll talk about that. I don't know if it had anything to do with the criminal tech conspiracy that I was going to talk about in a Twitter space or what. I'm totally going the right way.
It's getting darker, more mysterious for sure.
I am going the right way. I know that there's I've been out here multiple times on my own. There's a place up here that I can park and get off of the road. So we are getting very close to our destination. Has anybody experienced any vibrational anything? Y'all pick up anything? Yeah?
Well, first of all, crossing over into this territory is just a world of a difference.
We passed that water especially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's heavy. Heavy. I've got goosebumps everywhere.
Honestly, paranormal locations have definitely got me. You know, I deal with this all the time, but at the sight of something, I can get spooked a little bit. Even me.
And
So I'm being guided in my inner being to kind of kick back and let Alethea and William do the work. That's what I'm being told.
Me too.
Yep.
I
got
really
kicked
want
out.
to see
I got
them
kicked
have.
out.
Yep.
And it's not personal. I don't take it personal. I've spent a lot of time out here and I don't want to affect the experience that y'all could have. Okay?
so
Here's the spot. I knew it was here.
what I'd like to do is if somebody can go out with one or the other first and see what they channel and then see what the other person channels.
Well, where are they going? Because this is like the only place I know
Can
to
you
park.
right here?
I can. I just want this car to fucking pass
Yeah,
because
I think right here would be good.
Also, I can be
I
fact checker
wonder if I should park off of the road or
'Cause I'm
onto
good at
this
it.
gravel road.
You don't like the gravel road?
No, I don't.
It's fine, honey.
One thing that sometimes I'll just do stuff and realize why later, and so I'm just mentioning that I did slip my St. Michael pendant into my pocket before we left, and I have a little book with just the Psalms, and I just flipping through it real quick too before I left.
The hazards, should we, I want to turn back to, well, I mean, there's no cars right now. Okay.
I'm going to take a cigarette out for this one.
So I can also input that I know how to do these things professionally, so I'll be fact checker on my phone, and I will show the camera that too. So whatever information that we decide on or whatever, I'll pull it up on Google, see what is actually about this place or anything, just to have that fact check going.
Yeah, we need to pull up the legend or the history that's been written and compare it to what me and William channel.
Precisely.
So we're going to do that afterwards, right?
I mean,
It doesn't matter to me.
I can, if Alethea, like away from William, wants to give me the legend so I can just pull it up on my phone and just be knowing while y'all are here, that would be cool.
William, why don't you just step outside for a minute and shut the door so you can't hear us talk?
I'll try not to let anything get me.
Hey, but,
Nice to meet you guys.
babe, can you grab my phone? It fell on the floor. Wait, actually, never mind. I got it.
Can I get your lighter?
Yeah, I don't have one. Emily, we need your lighter. I actually left my lighter.
Nice.
Here.
Here it is.
Okay.
So, Emily, why don't you go ahead and tell what's been written?
What's the name of this legend, though? Or what?
Sarah Jane.
Sarah Jane
Road.
Grove, Texas?
Yeah. Sarah Jane Road in Grove, Texas. So they're going to look up the history of this road and the story that was reported
There's a movie about it?
that happened here on this road, okay? There was a big story that came off of this road in Grove, Texas. And, you know, lots of phenomenal beings have appeared in Port Arthur Groves.
This is heavy for me. Yeah. I love it. Whoa, speaking of the dreams I had last night, interesting. I'll notate that later.
So I'm going to put the podcast up here on the dash for a minute. So I hope you guys can hear me. If you can't, you just have to roll with it. Look us up later on the YouTube. Let me try if I can.
So I can go ahead and tell what I've channeled.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what does it say on the internet,
You want to,
Tara? That's what I want to know. What does
I'll
say
read it
internet?
out loud. It just says, okay, Sara Jane Road. Who is Sara Jane? And what are the legends surrounding the ghost road? In one version, on a moonlit night, you may see her ghostly apparition searching the marsh and thicket for her baby who drowned in the murky waters of the Neches River. Other versions include Sara Jane as a lady pirate. Or is that Lafitte?
Yes.
Okay, I'm creeped out. And William has already been on this for days, and he's just like that.
Okay, I gotta get out because I don't want to hear the whole story.
I'm
paranoid. Okay, hold up. I'm a little bit paranoid, not gonna lie.
It is.
So
Lafitte.
William is really good. Okay, really, really good. And especially with dreams. And the other day he woke up and he was dreaming about some person named Lafoot. We were in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
We went to New Orleans and he was talking about Lafoot, pirate Lafoot. And I was like, it was just constant. And I was like, he had an obsession with Lafoot. He's going to freak out. That is just right off the bat immediate. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a long time since I've done a paranormal investigation, and this is already like
Deep.
Yeah, and plus the whole being pregnant thing. I
mean, the being pregnant thing.
Plus, last night I dreamed about little babies, just little newborns, and I don't really dream about newborns that much, even pregnant. So I was like, it's two different ones. Just creepy. And my daughter, who's psychic, Venus, she's been saying, Mommy has 2 babies in her stomach for like ever now. She's so creepy. But anyways, my little baby. Okay, this says, alright, so she was attacked. This is one version of the story. In a further account, she was attacked by a group of bandits, so she placed her child in some weeds near the bridge. When it was safe, she returned for the child, but it was gone. It somehow gone into the canal and disappeared. The story I know is as follows. Sara Jane was crossing the bridge of the canal when she accidentally dropped her baby in the water. Try as she did, she could not save her child and drowned. Distraught about losing her child, Sara Jane hung herself from a huge oak tree further up the road from the bridge. Yeah, I don't know about all that. But there are many renditions to the story. But whichever version I read, I inevitably uncover a big problem with the historical accuracy, which I agree with just from a psychic standpoint. Let's not read any more into that.
Okay.
Until afterwards.
Okay.
Let me just give a little quick peek, though, on the camera.
Okay.
Just to see what they happen to channel. And I'll keep this up. Anyways,
So we're gonna take it outside now, right?
yeah.
Okay. Something's telling me to turn off the car.
Yeah, no, I was gonna tell you that too. You don't need the lights on or anything. Turn off lights or anything.
Off.
Everything, just off.
Yep.
If the cops come by, I'm sure, whatever. You can figure it out. It's dark as hell out here.
Me and Tara got kicked out. Y'all are gonna channel.
Well, I've channeled.
I just have to say, William, you'd already been doing something I'm morbidly freaked out about.
So, do you want me to go in the car so I don't hear what he says?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Oh, wait, yeah, if you want to, sure.
Okay.
That's how you do a really good accuracy training.
That's true.
I'm freaked out, William. She knows. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not telling you.
I said I'll wait till she gets.
So now we're gonna record William channeling.
Did you?
The
Yeah.
paranormal investigation.
I just know I've been talking about flowers all day, and I don't know. When we were standing over here, I was just seeing.
Let me turn off our light. That's creepy. What does that sound? Are those like dingoes or something?
Yeah, I mean,
Definitely
I,
wild
What the
animals.
fuck is that?
I was seeing women just being like dragged towards the water, and stuff to do with like heads being kind of cracked open, and basically like skull splitting open kind of thing. And I mean that's just what I'm messing with.
No. Whenever we get over to the location more, right? We're gonna walk to the location, or is it just right here?
No, we're not. We're not going into the field and into the woods because we're just not. We didn't bring a flashlight. We didn't bring tools. We're not going to do it.
So where is it, the bridge at?
We just crossed it.
Oh, it's right here.
Bridge.
We just crossed it, Tara. That little bitty bridge when we
Sorry,
crossed the
something about-
water. That was it.
Until she said the bridge, I did not know anything or have anything.
What what you perceived and what you picked up on, I've seen before. But
Man, you
that
really look also.
that's like a whole other different timeline. And
Doesn't she really look like? Sorry to interrupt. Doesn't she really look like the Diablo Lilith? in the
Yes. Yes.
dark? I'm just saying. That's
If
a
she-
compliment. That's a compliment.
Okay, hold on, babe. You don't understand what you're accurate about, though, and I can't tell you. I mean, I guess I don't know. Can I tell?
No. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Like, no. I mean, I'm like, fuck.
What? I've been doing something with it.
Yes. For like ever since we're in Louisiana and New Orleans.
Okay, don't give me more hints.
Yeah.
yeah, we're ready for you.
Remember though, I was just
Great.
telling you about how we were in that hotel room and it said look towards the sun and the shadows will fall behind you. It's funny.
Okay, so this is what she's showing me.
Oh, should I go in the?
You know why you keep
Go-
channeling that
No.
hotel room days?
No.
Because that's the day that you mentioned
Huh?
something
No,
important.
William, you should stay.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's showing me how, first of all, I got to start with this. My husband that passed away was Lester Lafitte Loop.
Oh shit.
And,
Jean
Told you.
they were partly to blame.
So this is family?
Yeah.
Leanna's family.
Oh shit.
Is she Leanna?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Can I also?
But that experience that we had that one night when we were children, we were with Kelly, and Lester was
We
with us.
sure were.
Lester was with us, and she was angry and was
Wow.
ready to do something about it. But she's showing me the torture that she went through. They dragged her through the woods, her and her baby. They made her watch her baby drown in the water. And they accused her of voodoo.
Facts.
And she was a witch, though.
She knew her power.
Yeah.
Voodoo and a little bit extra.
But she's
you know
still
what I'm talking
powerful,
about.
is
Very.
what I'm feeling. She's
Yeah.
still very fucking
Yes,
powerful.
she is very powerful, and she actually wants to work with me. And that's what Papa
Who is this?
Ligba.
Oh my God, today's our dad's birthday.
And it's what Papa Ligba and
It's
prayed
the
to Papa
fridge.
Legba
It's the
too
fridge.
when we were
It's
coming
the
out here.
fridge.
Just to open the gates
Papa
and
Legba was my dream.
has been
That's
with
right.
me for a while now. And
And remember, sorry,
what is her name? Madame Laveau?
Marie Laveau.
Marie Laveau? Yeah. So she worked with Marie Laveau. So, she's very powerful, and they were scared shitless of her. And that's why they murdered her.
And that's what you channeled.
Yeah.
Tara,
Marie Laveau.
Yeah.
Tara, remember yesterday I was just telling you also, I was having a discussion with a friend of ours
Mm-hmm.
about the Hat Man and how it's actually
Yeah.
My daughter's
by,
name is Liv Marie.
Dorothea Legba in Tibetan. That's some, yeah.
So
I was just
Let
like,
me-
I want to know what he
Okay, let me tell you what's freaking me out. Okay, right off the bat, so I pull up Google and it says somebody Littlefoot, or sorry, Lafitte. So I'm like, and I do this thing where I shut off my channels and I haven't really been paying attention. Not to be rude, but William knows when I don't pay attention to something and I'm intentionally trying to like cool, thumbs up. I don't know. But we were in New Orleans and he kept talking about Lafitte and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Jean Lafitte was, was it a dream that I had? Anyways, it was him.
This has
and
been several days of him
it was
talking about
specific-
Lafitte.
But it was specifically two people.
Okay.
Jean Lafitte and Marie Laveau were the
I
first
feel
two.
like the police could show up, and I don't like dealing with the police.
I felt that too for this time around.
It
I do
reminded
not
me of
like
when
dealing
we were
with
at the
the fucking
graveyard.
police.
But
They
Jean,
fucking are always trying to.
Well, we can get back in the car.
Can you drive to the actual bridge? Oh, like it's right here, right?
Yeah.
I'll finish what I was saying.
Babe, yeah. I mean, that's apparently there.
I'm just saying, yeah.
But look on Google, it says that she's. I don't know.
What the fuck did I do with the
On the
keys?
podcast too, but basically, Jean Lafitte and Marie Laveau were the first two people that we channeled that we were talking about, me and Tara,
Yeah.
on our trip that amongst ourselves we were aware of in New Orleans. And then we did a tour which ended up being the most touristy, not recommended tour ever, but still the first two things that the tour guide talked about. He mentioned Jean Lafitte, I think at the places where they used to do duels and stuff, and then he mentioned Marie Laveau.
Yes, and keep in mind that William has been for days talking about this Lafitte and how he's coming to him. Lafitte, he's coming to him. And I was just like, I do this thing where if it's something major, I'll brush it off. And I wasn't really paying attention. I was like, cool, I don't know who Lafitte is, but that's really cool, babe, good for you, kind of thing. You know what I mean? And I was more focused on Laveau and trying to connect with her the whole time. You know what I mean? And so when I saw that on Google, sorry, I'm going to just bring that because that's already a confirmation that we can just say immediately.
I mean, yeah, it's for reasons like this because we'll have stuff come through and we don't know what it is yet, and we want to be able to confirm it honestly without prior knowledge, right? So we'll have stuff come through like that and then not look it up on purpose because then, case in point right now, it'll become relevant and then you really know it's the spirits coming through. All that I knew, I don't know why I was talking about him. I just knew Jean Lafitte was a pirate.
Now this says, look,
And then that was the.
you know what? I can't say anything. So,
We just moved off of it for a while because we're not in New Orleans anymore. And now here we are again.
do you know, Alicia, do you know about the Lafitte-Sarah connection or no?
I don't know. No.
It's a reptilian.
Okay. Can you possibly try to gather any information about who is Sarah to Lafitte?
I love her.
That is supposedly what Google thinks. And I would say that based on what I've gotten from William over the past week, and then our trip to New Orleans, and then what you've channeled, and immediately when I was reading the story, I thought, well, there's no way somebody killed her. There's just without a doubt. I mean, every single vibration that you would pick up on, you got to trust your gut. She told me, you know?
It's also
She was definitely murdered.
Precisely. And also the fact that it says that she was his girlfriend.
It's also cool
See, I didn't know that.
doing
There
what
you
me and
go.
Tara do, and Alethea as well. We'll be doing just tarot readings for people and getting them their answers, but at the same time, spirits will come through, symbols will come through that will make sense the next day. They just communicate that way. And I remember yesterday I kept getting hidden treasure and missing treasure and stuff like that. So
Pirates.
yeah, I don't know if it
Well,
has any
I
relevance
mean,
to-
okay, well then here we go. Here we go.
Things buried,
Here we
you know,
go.
I don't
Okay,
know where-
okay. Well, then
I don't know
here.
where it
No,
is.
well, okay. Here, listen. Because I've spoken about this on the podcast multiple times.
Yeah.
The hidden treasure. They convinced us as children that there's some secret treasure
Wow.
somewhere,
Holy
right?
shit.
Go look for the secret treasure. The secret treasure. Well, guess where the fucking secret treasure was all along? It's in us. It's not outside of us.
The jewel is in the lotus. So I just made a Facebook post
Yep.
about that.
We're it.
And also, she's a powerful witch. She's looking for people out here coming to look for her.
Yeah.
She's looking
She
to
is.
teach. She's looking to guide, and she's looking to be. She's
And
not
that's
stuck.
Exactly what I
You
No,
think she's
she's
stuck
not
though?
stuck.
She's not stuck.
I don't think she's
but
stuck
that's
at
why
all.
I said she
This
wants
bridge
to
right
work
here.
with me.
This bridge?
Is this bridge?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But that's why I said she wants
I mean-
to work with me.
Sarah, is this quote unquote
Because
the evil one or the bad one that's also famous in New Orleans that I don't know anything about?
No.
No, it's different.
No.
Well, I think it's also imperative to say that she was standing up for women. She was
Yes.
she was standing up for what is right, for sacred and divine in our own selves, and they did not like that at all. And I mean,
but I just want to make it known that this is Alethea / Zanaya talking, that I am a witch, and I practice witchcraft and occultism. I'm also a psychic medium, you know, very in tune with spirit, and I didn't know anything that was on Google. So for all this to come out, it's like a total confirmation that, man, I've been channeling her for a long time.
First of all, I'm just shocked that this is family, relative, and how close it's been to every single day. And you know, I've been dormant, honestly. And for it to still come through this much, like I dreamed of Papa Legba last night and concluded that with William this morning. For it to all still be this conclusive says that this place is not only powerful, but just seeping through reality powerful.
well, I mean, look, okay. So there is a guy. His name is Arthur Caldwell. He is a notorious insane person in Port Arthur, Texas, which is right where we're next to. And this was, I found this out after I started ranting about the fact that this is a very powerful Stargate. It's an entrance exit point between dimensions.
Yes.
And I started telling people that, and you know, you get all these weird responses, but Arthur Caldwell actually spoke of it. And there's a fucking school down there, but he spoke about fairies. He spoke about this other being that hangs out with me all the time, like this little mystical creature. He literally like pops in and out of my field and appears. Alethea has seen him before.
Yeah, little brownie.
Yeah, little brownie. Little brownie. So it is a very magical place, this area.
Remember, Tara, the other
And I just have to say again, with the industry that took over this area, this place should look like a fucking paradise.
Oh, you're talking about the refinery right
Yep.
there? Yeah, I was
All
just
that
thinking
fucking
that
money,
totally.
all the fucking money they have made, and the people that have given up for them, this is how they treat them.
All the backs they've broken.
I mean,
hate the refineries.
oh,
Such a sad, you know, coming from New Mexico into Texas, and as soon as we hit the Texas line, and I've never been that way, and I was like, why does it smell like gasoline and cow shit? I was like, I didn't realize that Texas smelled like that bad until I left and went to New Mexico, and I was like, what the fuck?
well, I'll tell you what did it for me was when I started connecting to other light beings in the state of Texas. Just how many of us are here.
Oh yeah.
It's like a number of light beings that
Pure
had
Atlantic,
that had
Atlantis.
yeah, pure Atlantic, right?
Mm-hmm.
The number of light beings that had to incarnate in this state in order to do the energetic cleanup is probably one of the greatest numbers I've seen in the world.
I agree. That's why I love
It's
Texas
bad.
for one reason, though, is that Texas is to not hate on Texas as a state for the people. It is a beautiful starting grounds for a lot of people, and also there's a lot of powerful people in Texas, and a lot of big people, and a lot of awakened people in Texas. Actually,
There are. And you know, as I say, I don't want to change the subject to get away from Sarah, but it looks like we kind of have.
oh well, I mean, honestly, it was an
Speaking
easy
of,
it was so
what
strong.
y'all
It was
were
rather
talking about,
easy.
Remember, Tara, the other night I was holding that Shambhala book,
Yeah.
Tibetan myth, about a place. I was going to read it to you about mythical place, kind of like the fairylands, that you only enter by accident with purity of heart. Maybe can't find it again in the future. Accessible only by hidden valleys. Same kind of thing, same kind of myths. Because these places that are hot spots, that are energy fields, exist all over the place.
They sure do. They most certainly do.
That was when we were here staying with Alethea that I was picking up the book, wanted to read it the other night.
Yeah. That wasn't actually, first of all, that was a very easy paranormal hotspot because of how powerful there was. That information was so powerful. And I mean, honestly, almost immediately, I just kind of laughed at the Google thing, because I was like, well, clearly she was murdered. I mean, immediately she told me that, and I was going to confirm that as soon as y'all got it. You know what I mean? Now I just wonder, how connected are y'all as a family? How connected is your witch bloodline? And how connected are y'all possibly to me and William as well? I mean, how deep is this? Because now that's what got me, is not only is this powerful, but y'all are powerful, and we're powerful people.
Yeah.
And they like that, and she likes that. And so you need to jump full force into that.
Before, I was just verifying, making sure this is somebody I've never heard about, so anything that I get, I did not know before. Is this a local person?
I didn't get to hear what you channeled, because I was in the car.
I was saying, woman dragged to the water screaming.
Oh, wow.
Skulls being split open like with a tool. Like, I kept talking about flowers today, so I was thinking about bodies rotting in the woods and flowers.
Yeah.
So that's what I got.
Yeah.
Because what I was talking about today had to do with flowers and the pineal gland in the middle of the forehead, and just that getting broken wide open.
First of all, no woman's going to just accidentally drop her baby
No,
in
not
the
at
river.
all. And she showed me, that was the hardest part for me to see back there. I mean, I almost broke down in tears. Is that they made her watch them drown her baby. She had to watch that. I mean, that is some pure evil right there.
I honestly felt, I'm going to be honest with you, like it wasn't a surprise or like a shock that you'd bring me there pregnant. Also, the fact that I dreamed about newborns last night. 2 different newborns, not just mine. I've been dreaming for the last 2 nights about 2 babies, right, babe?
Yeah.
One that's mine, one that's not. So, I have.
Yeah.
I just need to ask her, has she resolved her anger from that situation?
She just wants her story told. She just wants the truth to be told, and she's happy with that. And she's happy to have met people that hear her and that are willing to work with her.
In Tara's dream last night, it was another young child, but they attacked one of Tara's children, and in her dream she just got so angry and started beating the shit out of this child that hurt her kid too. I don't know if she's mentioned that.
No, it was a really weird dream. There were several instances to that dream. And then I also dreamed about 2 newborns after that, and one of which kept falling out of my hands and was bundled up, but not falling and slipping. It was just I was trying to carry 2 babies, and one of them wasn't mine.
Tara is somebody that has the motherly, just like you, Alethea, has that motherly energy to an extreme extent. That's why that makes her happier than anything else. That's why she has so many.
Well, something I also channeled that I forgot to say, when you had me and William outside and then had to go back in the car and I came back outside again, I forgot to tell it. But they were transporting, she was helping transport refugees as well. So that could be where you're getting the multiple baby thing from.
Yeah, as well.
I don't know if it was refugees.
And that's accurate that they were doing that?
slaves.
Was she possibly involved with women that were needing to get abortions and it was illegal?
We would have to dig into that further.
Yeah, but definitely the Port Neches River was an area that they used, of course, to transport people.
Well, I mean, natures, you know, you just kind of
But I've been
read.
seeing a mixture of like African Americans, also Cajun French, also the Native Americans. All of them were involved in this.
Yeah, I know. Look at that table.
So they had a big thing going on, you know.
That's why also it could be why he's seeing multiple people.
Well, I mean, look, check this out. When I started studying my ancestors, you know, my ancestral lines, I started like researching, looking at coat of arms and all of that shit. My mother's side of the family is literally, we're descendants of Stephen F. Austin. Okay.
Wow.
That's the Alamo shit, Tara. That
Dude,
I was talking about.
Stephen F. Austin is
Yeah.
my fucking, that's like an ancestor, right?
So,
in the bloodline. So check this out. My grandmother on my dad's side was a full-blooded Native American. So
Your client was just talking about the Alamo, remember?
So I mixed that shit up. Between bloodlines on an energetic level. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was such a huge war to clear out of my own self.
Well,
Because they really did not see eye to eye.
right.
Talk about
I've still been figuring
bloodlines.
this out. I'm still doing that. But this was years ago, a couple of years ago, before I knew Tara, before she told me how to channel spirits and do mediumship. And this is the first time in my life that I really very much just did it on my own. And my dad just got us the old historic hotel right across the street from the Alamo for a really good price somehow. We slept there, and that night I dreamed not only about my dog I was super close to who had died, I also dreamed about a friend of mine that I had in high school that I stopped talking to for a long time. He joined the army, went to Iraq, came back fucked up. I didn't talk to him anymore at that point. I later joined the army. While I was still in the army, I heard from way over where I was that he had since killed himself. I assume because he saw some fucked up shit or had to do some messed up stuff. Anyways, I slept across the street from the Alamo. Both my dog and him, he were in my dreams that night. A couple of months ago, me and Tara were traveling as well. We saw a client in San Antonio, and we were doing mediumship for her. I think it was her. He was her husband. And yeah, I just started going on some stuff where they didn't know what I was talking about. I didn't know either. But I was like, I started talking about the Alamo. I started talking about this guy was. I just was saying something about Texas pride, and I didn't know. It turns out they were part of like a super Aztec gang, who was also super into Texas history and the Alamo and stuff like that. So at that moment, I knew I have some kind of link to the Alamo stuff. I don't know what it is, and so now we've been connecting with Alethea. Her sister also has this Alamo stuff, so it's very interesting.
Me and William are going to do a DNA test.
Well,
soon.
let's just keep going. Okay? So let's just keep going. So one of my exes that I had a child with, okay, her name is Liv Marie.
Okay.
And her last name, I'm not going to say.
Marie Laveau.
I know. But if you look up her last name and study the genealogy behind her family on her dad's side, they're literally the Spaniards that fucking invented the cannonball.
Wow.
So basically, we can say that mediumship is a real thing. I mean, it is totally verified. You know, we kind of kept everything from each other, and I'm really pleased.
I mean, honestly, that went
Dude,
One more thing to add. One more
just
thing to
please.
add. One more thing.
This is so important. This is so important. My Liv, your Leanna, they're the same fucking people.
Yeah.
And that's why they fucking are so at odds with each other.
Yeah.
They cannot stand each other.
Yeah, our daughters
Holy fucking
butt heads
shit.
like you wouldn't believe.
So for what you said about
my God, Alethea.
the cannonball,
How did we have...
I don't know.
We brought...
Go ahead.
What the fuck?
Right?
And it's just funny that you said that about the cannonball, because and this is not my dad's side, who's the Cajuns that were over in Louisiana and Texas. This is my mom's side, but she has looked into the history a lot, and I have a great grandmother somewhere that was up in the Midwest during the Civil War. They lived on a farm. They were neutral on nobody's side, but there was a battlefield that took place there. I haven't looked into it since. I'm not sure what battle. But their grandma was outside, standing by the fence. Somebody got too close on accident, and a cannonball went through her freaking dress. Didn't hit her, but hit the fence behind her. Y'all can ask my mom about that story.
I wouldn't even doubt it at this
So
point.
that's the kind of thing, you don't know the exact relevance yet. You just keep it in mind, and then maybe it becomes clear in the future.
All right, so I'm going to close out the video.
Well, thank you everybody so much for allowing me to record this session on Ancient Goddess Podcast. I'm grateful. What was it again that I could find you on Facebook? Astral Visions.
Yep.
Astral Visions.
And Alethea, you have a Facebook, don't you? What is it?
Dragon's Den Psychic Services.
Okay.
But we work together. I'm here for them and they're here for me.
Okay. All right, everybody. Love and light.
Thanks for having us.
Hey,